What's up, y'all? This is Henny. Listen, I know it's been a minute. I wanted to tell you, today is my 5th anniversary on YouTube. Got to tell you a little bit about my journey and why you should continue to stick with it if you're on your path right now. Let's go!
The business.
First and foremost, yes, it's been a while since I've last uploaded. I'll tell y'all right now, it's been one of the busiest seasons of my life with a lot of new projects, and I'm super blessed, super thankful for all the things that are happening. I just had to let y'all know that sometimes, outside of YouTube, I have a lot of things going, and this is just one of those seasons that I'm in. But I'm right back, and I will be trying to get as much content to y'all as possible. But without further ado, let me tell you why I started YouTube 5 years ago. Why I started uploading on this platform. Let me give you the 2 reasons that made me start this journey. One is the fact that my son was heavily into YouTube. Even at 7 years old, I could tell he was really into, subscribing to folks, learning how it was working. And I was thinking to myself, I have to figure out a way to show him how it's possible to be successful on this platform. And so that was primarily the first reason why I started this channel. And the second one was the fact that I was taking a journey from my music production into a new sphere. I wanted to make sure that I could show off what I've been practicing over the last year. Making music mobilely on an iPad would be professional enough to get really good professional results. And that was the second reason I started. But I'll tell you, this has been a journey that's forever changed my life. So what has been difficult for me over the last 5 years? When I first started this channel, I really didn't know how to let my personality flow through this lens. And it was only from repetition, getting into a rhythm, looking at those comments, seeing how people, kind of reacted to the ways that you talked a certain way or, emphasize certain words, whatever it was. That was kind of the thing that allowed me to get a little bit better. But it was difficult because I've always kind of been an introvert. And I'll tell you, YouTube was one of the biggest factors of me kind of coming out of that introvertedness into a person that can talk to almost anybody now, because I'm talking to a lens and got comfortable talking basically to myself. Even if YouTube isn't something that you want to do forever, it can give you some invaluable tools. Even just being on social media, putting yourself out there can give you invaluable tools in building your strength, building your character, learning how to talk to others, learning how to relate and network with others. So I'm telling you, even if you feel like maybe this is not something that I want to do for the rest of my life, trying this once will give you a lot more tools than you would ever think. Another thing that's been super difficult was keeping up the rhythm when you started to see your passion kind of simmer, right? I mean, you'll get into a rhythm and then you'll start to feel like it's a routine. Then you'll start to feel like it's a job, and you have to figure out, do I want to keep going in this direction? Do I want to switch directions? And honestly, either way could be a good choice. It doesn't have to be one way all the time on your channel. If you started your channel out as a business name and then you wanted to talk more about who you were as a person and all the things that you're into, don't be afraid to change that YouTube name to your personal name, or vice versa. I mean, there's a lot of things that we get caught up in our head trying to figure out what's going to be the best way, what's going to be the easiest and the fastest way for me to level up. And honestly, there is no right way. And I pray that you don't want it as fast, because when you get it fast, it's very hard to maintain. When you start to grow naturally and organically, you'll be able to see how things worked, why things worked, and how to continuously do this for years and years to come. So yes, it's been difficult. Yes, I've had those moments where, I wanted to just throw it all away and say, why am I even doing this? The first year, not really understanding the benefits of it. And throughout the years, understanding that it's more about building community and building network outside to reach others on a platform, continuously add value to others, that you'll start to really see some growth and really start to see some positive effects on your mental health, for real. So what have I enjoyed? Man, I'll tell you, I've enjoyed so much as far as this community, this YouTube community, building relationships with other YouTubers like myself, being able to go out in the world and being stopped all over the place, and the amount of people who've shown me love and, given me, a lot of flowers, right? Just letting me know that my content has been reaching them, to, you know, the comments that you get in the comment section. It really all depends on your mind state is what you'll get out of this. For me, it's a lot of gratitude. It's a lot of grace. It's a lot of positivity for the most part, because, you know, like I said, it's allowed me to come out of my shell, even when I'm on this, you know, doing it like this, or if I'm out in public. You know, the other thing is just to know that you can help change other people's lives. And I've seen that through numerous emails, comments, people coming up to me, etc. And then the biggest thing was to build a community. The more consistently you do it, the more consistently you'll see people show up for you, and then you start to build relationships with them. Over the last 6 months, I started my Patreon channel. It was based off of, okay, let me take this YouTube thing to another level from the way that I wanted to relate with others. So on my Patreon channel, it's basically like a community of like-minded individuals like myself, and we have a great time every week. And man, I promise you, if you wanted to know what it's kind of like week by week with me, it's been amazing, and I've built lasting relationships with the folks there on my Patreon page. So shout out to all of them. We have a great time every week, just talking for an hour or two, just about the things in our life, music, technology, you know, trying to figure out how to level up on social media and these social platforms. I mean, I'll tell you, building community started with, you know, just starting this page, starting this channel, and making sure that you engage with those who comment with you, you know, actually engage with folks to start building relationship. And I've already built some tremendous relationships so far just off of doing this. So I've learned a lot, I've loved a lot, and I appreciate so many of the moments that I've had being on this platform for 5 years. So what have I learned about myself in these last 5 years as it relates to being on YouTube? One, that I literally do not take myself very seriously at all. Two is the fact that I knew this, but I always realized that I wasn't very competitive. I like to compete with myself, but I try not to compete with others as much. I'm always trying to make sure that I level up from my own internal being and try to be a better person every day. But for the most part, man, you know, I've got some invaluable tools, being able to speak, being able to communicate better, being able to get my ideas out better, being able to, you know, tell stories stronger, even if it's, you know, off camera and you're just talking at a bar or talking with friends. I can see the way that I've processed and done YouTube over the last 5 years. It's given me some crazy tools. I mean, to the fact now that I'm a professor at my alma mater, Morehouse College, it's because of this channel. I'll tell you, like, there's so many things that I've gotten from, you know, just uploading on a consistent basis and building this brand that is what it is today. I see a lot of YouTubers and they're really taking off. I see a lot of those who are on their grind and still on their way up, continuously strive to keep going, because you're going to get to that point where you're going to want to stop and give yourself a break, give yourself some grace, and then just chill, let go, let it go, and then get back to it when you start to feel it again. I promise you, people will continuously show up for you. The more that you stress out about it, thinking like you have to do this, you have to make sure that it's so perfect, you're just going to end up, you know, burning yourself out. So I've truly gotten a lot out of this platform, and I have absolutely no thoughts on quitting anytime soon. It's brought me so much peace and so much joy as it relates to myself. The thing that I will say is that I've learned a lot from this platform as it relates to being, you know, a minority, being Black on YouTube. You know, I think a lot of us are trying to figure out, especially those who are African-American like myself, trying to figure out the best ways to be focused and do the best that you can possibly do on this platform and still get the results that you see some others get. I know it can be frustrating. Even with the Recording Academy, I'm the Diversity and Inclusion Ambassador for Atlanta. I really want to focus on making sure that content creators, musicians, artists, songwriters get their fair share, get their fair shake. And even when you're doing things that aren't necessarily, you know, normal to what some might think is normal to the African-American experience, you know, you got to push and show that you are worthy to stand next to everybody else. And so, for me, I've seen a little bit of that, and I want to push forward to make sure there is great diversity on this platform, to make sure that there is great education for those who want to start on this, to build their brands, to build their business, and to do great work in the world. I really want to be an ambassador for all of those trying to figure out how to do this and how to do this well for a long time. I know part of my journey is to make sure that I help others level up. And so that is strong in my spirit. And I definitely need to make sure that I state that I am here for those who want to make sure that they're getting their fair share when it comes to platforms like these. So what's next? I mean, listen, like I said, it's been a minute since I have uploaded. You'll probably see a lot more lives from me. I like to do lives. I like to interact with you guys exactly in real time. I will be doing, the same things, reviews, and, kind of giving you guys my point of view on certain topics as it relates to music business, education, technology, race, culture, and the like. So expect more from that from your boy. You already know what it do. If you guys have any things that you were waiting to see from me, let me know in the comment section below. I am here for you. I am so thankful that my channel has reached what it's reached, and I will continuously keep going. I'm a little bit more patient these days. I'm a little bit more relaxed and calm these days. My journey over the last few months has been very, very instrumental from my mental health perspective, making sure that I know that if I let go of yesterday and I let go of tomorrow, I can focus on now, focus on today, and try to be as respectful and open and honest and kind and generous, giving, and just understanding and non-judgmental as possible every day. And it's made me realize that there's so much more to this thing called life than we think. So just try to be kind, try to be polite, try to be generous and giving today, every day. Do it daily. Figure out how to really work on your physical and mental health, and just know that you're here for a reason, and every day is a blessing that you wake up, man. So bless up, and I love you all, and thank you all for still rocking with your boy. I will be back very soon. All right, y'all take care. Hit 'em out.